do not enforce sit at home on October 4th, Ipob leader Nnamdi Kanu tells supporters. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. A federal high court sitting in Umuahia is expected to deliver a ruling on jurisdictional issues raised so motu by the court in a fundamental rights enforcement filed by Kanu against the federal government. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, on Saturday told his supporters not to enforce a sit-at-home order on October 4th. The Federal High Court sitting in Umuahia is expected to deliver a ruling on jurisdictional issues raised suo motu by the court in a fundamental right enforcement suit filed by Kanu against the federal government. However, Kanu, in a statement through Ipob's lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, said the clarification became compelling and necessary in view of the avalanche of misleading information on social media and the plethora of calls he had received from concerned supporters to this effect. Ejiofor, who advised members of the public to go about their normal business activities on the said date, gave assurance to inform supporters anytime Kanu was scheduled to appear in court. Let members of the general public be properly informed and appropriately guarded that you have the firm instruction of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to inform the public and lovers of freedom and Umu Chineke that Onyendo will not be coming to court on the 4th day of October 2022. As such, Onyendo neither directed, approved, nor authorized anyone to declare a sit-at-home on that day, Ejiofor stated. Meanwhile, the indigenous people of Biafra lawyer stated that the main suit challenging the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu filed before the Federal High Court, Abuja, against the Federal Republic of Nigeria and anno in suit number FHC ABJCS 462-2022 and the suit challenging the constitutionally or otherwise of the 2022 practice direction on the trial of terrorism offenses filed against the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court and anno in suit number FHC ABJCS 550-2022 are equally coming up for hearing next week. Okay, so they are coming out to tell their supporters not to sit at home that on that day. So he is coming out telling his supporters that he's not going to court on that particular day, meaning so he's telling them, his supporters and members of the indigenous people of Biafra, that he is not going to court on that day and so they should go about their businesses. I think he must have been hearing about how people have been closing down their businesses, people apart from closing down for solidarity, but people that are closing down because of fear of what might happen to them if they step out of their houses. So he's using this opportunity to speak to his lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, to convey the information to the indigenous people of Biafra and the community to make sure that they don't force people to sit at home. They don't get people to force people to sit at home on, I think October 3rd is actually on Monday. Okay, October 3rd is on Monday. And you force people to sit at home on Tuesday. Claudia, you know, it does not sit well. Already these people are already sitting at home on more days. So I beg, make them allow people go out, go find ways and go put for belly. To be sincere, people that are business people, that if they don't go out, I've started several, the people who are business people, that if they do not go out, they certainly will not have what to eat. Okay. Yeah, his legal team are the ones representing him in the Maya court. He's not going to be there. We've heard, sir. Yes, so why they're saying it is now some people now will carry their head, though. They will carry their head that is, this their strong head, and they will start, enforcing it at home. Already, this at home is causing more harm than good. We all know that it's causing more harm than good. Ask the people. These are people you are forcing to sit at home. They're not happy. And if they're not happy with you, now what's their sense? Allow people to go out, look for what they're going to eat. I've studied severally before that there's some people who, if they don't leave their houses on a daily basis, they do not have what to eat. Take it or leave it. All right. Why is they not so afraid of breakup? Doesn't mean that they will suffer without Biafra. That's not the bone of contention. Kanu is preaching peace now. What a life. And his bingos are busy killing themselves and others in the name of Biafra. Well, like I have said it to They don't say, they don't announce so make you not take heed. It does not actually make any sense that people get to sit at home on Monday, sit at home on Tuesday. You know that I keep saying, for people who are in business, they're going to understand me better. If you're a business person, your transaction, let's say maybe you go to work on Saturday, you go for a business. There is this part as in spillover of transaction that happened over the weekend, as in Saturday. We say a lot of people go on round up on Monday. Now that's Monday, we say no day they cause people maybe they lose money. So now is it not better? Is it not better that they get to manage sit at home? And most of these people, they sit at home because they don't have a choice. It's not like they're sitting at home happily. That's the truth. Even those people who are supporters, this is not they tell on them. The economy of the Southeast region, whether you like it or not, is going down by day. Like if I buy things from you, and before I was buying things from you on Monday and Tuesday, and all of a sudden, I need those things. Maybe my customers disturb me. You understand? Automatically, I'll look for alternative. I'll look for neighboring states where I can go and get my goods, even if it means me paying more to be able to satisfy, my own customers from my own end. So that is it. This sit at home, they sweet for Bel-Air, to be sincere. Sweet people for Bel-Air at all. Most especially people who, if they don't go out, they certainly do not get what to eat. All right. Remember that Igbo at home are the ones facing the pain, that the Igbos at home are the ones facing the pain mostly, while the ones outside the state are going about their businesses. Please, there is hunger in the land. Tell them to stop the sit at home now, because you and I know that you are not going to be released anytime soon. Tell them to rally behind P2B movements. That it's time to hand over the staff as Moses handed it to Joshua in the wilderness. I don't know, this your this thing. Then go quarrel you, Sha. They will quarrel you. But if you ask me, I would say this IPOB issue. For a very long time, they have not had somebody who even came in and wants to listen to them. I just wish they can come together. They don't try in the Boski way, coming out, issuing threats and all that. And it has not ended well. If you ask me, I'll tell them to give this particular person a shot. They're not telling them to file it. They're saying, support this man. Then if come the address, because I want to believe the IPOB issue, whether I like it or not, is fueling some crimes. Some people are hiding over this IPOB issue and they're causing crimes. So if you have somebody who comes and tell people, make them no worry, everybody will be treated fairly. There'll be equity, fairness, and justice. And they give that person a chance. That person comes in and make things better. Why will you need to agitate for Biafra again? Because I've said it severally, that what is the cost of Biafra is there's the fact that there's no equity, fairness, and justice. All right, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next.